Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. You're not dreaming. You heard correctly. Poppy expressed that she's glad Luna's dead. That single statement has sent shockwaves through Los Angeles, and suddenly everything that seemed steady just cracked wide open. At first glance, it feels callous, even cruel. But as we peel back the layers, there's something more intentional, something sharper at play in the way Poppy frames her reaction. Let's start right after Luna's heartbreaking departure. Her death ripped apart the Forrester fashion house, left Finn in tatters, and forced the audience to re-examine what the term legacy really means. Luna was a guiding light, someone whose quiet strength belied an inner resilience. Her absence carved a void, not just emotionally, but morally. And into that vacuum stepped Poppy, who didn't just fill the space, she commanded it. When Poppy says she's glad Luna's dead, it's not an accident. It's not the slip of a tongue, it's a declaration. On the surface, it sounds like triumph, like finality. But peel away the bravado and you discover how deft a strategist Poppy is. Calling out Luna's absence as a relief sends a signal. I'm not here to mourn the dead. I'm here to forge new power structures. It's chilling. It's brazen. And it's exactly the message someone like her would want to broadcast. But this isn't just about power. There's a darker undercurrent. Luna represented intentionality, slow rebuild, emotional honesty. Poppy? She represents speed, disruption, reinvention. To Poppy, Luna's death isn't just a loss. It's an opportunity. An opportunity to rewrite the rules, to tug the narrative into her orbit, and to start fresh, unencumbered by Luna's soft moral core. Let's examine the moment. She delivers the line in front of an audience. Maybe a party, maybe the Forrester board, knowing eyes are on her. It's a calculated risk. When a crowd hears, "I'm glad she's dead," they recoil, but they can't look away. It's like a legal litigator dropping the bombshell no one expects. That moment of silence that follows is pure power. It's attention. It's dominance. And Poppy isn't just comfortable with that reaction. She relishes it. Now imagine being Finn in that moment. You've lost the love of your life. Your grief is raw. And the person everyone thought was a friend, the one who helped during the tough times, who listened when Luna was fading, looked you square in the eye and said they're glad Luna is gone. That level of betrayal makes no sense in anyone's paradigm except hers. And Finn, justifiably shattered, is left drowning, not just in grief, but in the realization that even those closest can turn on you when the stakes are high. What does this say about Poppy's emotional architecture? Either she's incapable of empathy or she's performing. Maybe she sees empathy as weakness. Maybe she's convinced herself that Luna's death was a necessary transaction, like a strategic move in the balance sheets of life. Glad she's gone doesn't mean she's happy someone died. It means she's unencumbered by Luna's ideals. It means she won't hesitate to be cold, difficult, ruthless, and remorseless. It means she's chosen allegiance to her own agenda over compassion. Let's think for a second about Luna's legacy. Luna embodied renewal. She was about hope and second chances, about rebuilding broken parts piece by piece. Poppy, on the other hand, wants raise and rebuild on her own terms. Luna's death cleared the board for Poppy's vision. The psychological subtext is clear. Now I can start fresh on my terms. It's not just self-preservation, it's self-construction. And when she announces it openly, she refuses to be dismissed as petty. It's not jealousy, it's ambition. And it's a reminder that glad she's dead means delighted to inherit the throne. But here's the kicker. Poppy is playing a long game. She wants to intimidate. She wants to stay ahead of grieving allies. She wants to make sure no one looks to mourn Luna and feels unguarded around her. She wants to flip the energy. Where once there was unity in sorrow, now there is unease. Where there was collective mourning, now there is friction. She's the eye in every room. And with Luna gone, she's essentially planting a flag in the void. She's not just lighting a candle in memory. She's torched everything, making it impossible to ignore her. And what does this do to the collective emotional landscape of Forrester? Crisis. Relationships begin to strain. Alliances crack. People in their grief resent that someone is out there acting like she's won when they've lost. It's like she's flying a banner over the funeral. Her statement becomes a wedge. Those who want to divide, they feed off it. Those who want to protect are on edge. Poppy has turned Luna's departure into a flashpoint, turning personal tragedy into political capital. In that sense, this is exactly what power looks like when it's not bound by empathy. It becomes transformative chaos. Real emotional intelligence knows that words matter. Poppy, by choosing her words so deliberately, fractures the space. It's not just speech, it's warfare. Grim, yes, but effective. And in the world of Forrester, no one's been able to match that kind of disruption in years. Of course, there's backlash. Righteous anger. Finn's scorched earth response. Brooke's fury. Ridge's confusion. And even Hope, torn between empathy and revulsion, wonders if this is who Poppy truly is, or if this is a reaction to feeling locked out, overlooked, powerless at the worst possible moment. But power is never accidental. Luna Sealos, their triggers. Poppy chose to weaponize both. She's not waiting for the board to hum with pity for Finn. She's leaping in with her own narrative of progress. She's declaring, move on. Start now. Build again. It's intimidating, it's isolating, it's ambitious, and that's the point. Let's visualize the fallout. Finn withdraws deeper. Brooke becomes hyperprotective. Ridge wrestles with his conscience. Does he intervene? He knows Poppy's brilliance in business is matched only by her thirst for transformation. And as for Hope, she's torn. She wants to defend her mother, but the words sting like betrayal. And in that tension lies the rip current of Forrester's future. Luna is gone, but nobody's even close to closure. Now, while we experience that unraveling, realize this, Poppy's statement is also a challenge. It's a dare to her rivals. Look at me. I'm not afraid to shatter norms. I'm not hindered by sentimentality. I'm leadership. It forces them onto the defensive. It forces them to clarify their own agendas. And that invitation to struggle is exactly what makes her tough. But it also reveals her vulnerability, emotionally bankrupt or strategically brilliant. It's the question that will follow Forrester. Her strategic veneer is the risk. She's playing with fire. People remember. Finn remembers. Brooke remembers. And rage is a slow-burning thing. This is the point where we ask ourselves, did she misjudge the balance? Is she sowing seeds of rebellion? Or is this exactly how she consolidates, by daring everyone into submission? Because in Soapdom, power seldom stays unchallenged. You declare control, and someone immediately counters. And what a juicy counter it would be to watch Finn channel his heartbreak into a strategic war of his own. Or Brooke stepping in defiantly as matriarch, refusing to let Forrester slip into Poppy's orbit. Or Hope, forever torn, trying to broker peace but no longer seeing Luna's echo to ground her. In the epicenter of this emotional quake is Poppy's voice. Cold, sharp, commanding. But it's also hollow. It's the voice of someone who has forgotten what it means to hold a broken heart. There is something tragic in that hollowness. Luna died, and Poppy's response marks a crucible moment in her evolution. How far from empathy can a person go before they become unrecognizable? The audience is left to parse. Is this a moment of ascension or a moment of ruination? Both can happen simultaneously. The network of relationships that formed Forrester's backbone can either fracture into perpetual chaos or solidify into new power structures. And through it all, the minefield is Poppy's statement. So let's circle back, because in Soap Talk we do it in reels. First, the words, "I'm glad she's dead." They land like a drill, straight through sentiment. Second, the reaction. Silence. Shock. Eyes cast downward. Alliances beginning to quake. Third, the aftermath. Emotional exile, strategic repositioning, tension mounting like a storm on the horizon. And fourth, the question. Who wins? Poppy might have taken the first strike. But in the game of Forrester, checkmate requires more than one move. As the script rolls toward next scenes, keep your attention on two things. Number one, Finn. His grief is real. His path forward might pivot into revenge, or reclamation. We've seen Finn transform darkness into drive before. Number two, Hope and Brooke. Their moral clarity is a fragile shield now cracked by shock. They have to decide, do they accommodate Poppy's vision, or do they defy it? And will that defiance come from grief, from love, or from righteous fury? This is more than just soap storyline. This is allegory. Luna's death stripped away inertia. Poppy's declarations stripped away empathy. Now each character is forced to choose, surrender or fight, forgive or condemn, rebuild or resist. And on that note, let's leave the sound on. The air is heavy. The stage is set. Poppy's words still echo. Luna may be gone, but her absence speaks louder than ever, and Poppy has flipped the script in the wake of tragedy. Remember, nothing feels safe right now. Every alliance is suspect. Every conversation a chess move. And every tear matters. That's the latest explosive moment from the bold and the beautiful. Poppy's bold move is a sentence that could define her, for better or worse. The only question is what comes next, and how many hearts will have to shatter in its wake. Come back to our channel for all your updates. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.